Now, once we have understood what is a system, let us try to understand what is the property. This is another common jargon or the names or the terms we use in thermodynamics. So let us see what is a property. Okay, property, you can see some of the examples. But let us see first some of the examples. These are pressure, temperature, volume, mass. These are all properties, and properties can be classified into two, that is intensive property and also extensive property. So intensive properties are those that are independent of the mass of the system of a system, such as temperature, pressure, density, etc. Because these properties, temperature, pressure, density, etc., does not depend upon the mass of the system. Okay, but there are properties which depends upon the mass of the system. These are some of the examples are volume, mass, because volume clearly depends upon the mass. Now we will see how you can easily identify intensive and extensive properties. Let us first see some of the examples. These intensive properties are pressure, uh, pressure, specific volume. See, specific volume simply means the total volume divided by mass. Whenever you see the name specific, that means we are dividing that property by mass. So pressure, specific volume, temperature, etc. does not depend upon the mass of the gas. So extrinsic property means total mass, volume, momentum, etc. Okay, momentum of the gas molecules, total volume, total mass. These are all extensive properties because these depends upon the mass of the system. So how exactly can you distinguish between them? So if you take a vessel, so these are the properties: mass, volume, temperature, pressure, rho, etc. If you just divide this vessel, so this the dotted line we are using. So what happens to this property? So you can see that mass will become m by 2. Here it will become m by 2. Volume will be v by 2, v by 2. And then you have the temperature. See, these properties, temperature, pressure, density, etc., there is no change to these properties. That is why it is called intensive properties. And these are called extensive properties because the properties value is reduced by half when you divide the container into half. So this can be termed as extensive properties, and these are essential. This is one easy way to identify intensive properties and extensive properties. Just divide the container or by an imaginary surface and think about what happens to the properties. You know that mass will be reduced by half, volume by half, but temperature, pressure, rho will not change. So extensive properties are once more the examples of volume, mass. Intensive properties are pressure, temperature, specific volume, that is total volume by mass. And E, again, this is the specific total energy, that is total energy divided by the total mass, that is the specific total. Also, these are the symbols we use, that is capital V is the total volume and this small v is new. Actually it is not new. The small v is used for specific volume, that means divided by mass.